Now to President Obama. He is flying back, as we said, from a surprise trip to Afghanistan, where he became the first president to make a national address from the battlefield. It all came exactly 1 year after the killing of Osama Bin Laden, an anniversary the White House has been marking in many ways. ABC's Jake Tapper is at the White House. And Jake, the president clearly wanted to drive home the message that America's longest war is winding down.
That's right, George. And while he did not quite say mission accomplished, President Obama was eager to herald the end of the war in Afghanistan 2.5 years before all U.S. troops are scheduled to leave that country. And he did so, as you mentioned, on the 1-year anniversary of the death of Osama Bin Laden, an anniversary he was eager to talk about.
Live from a hangar at Bagram Airfield, the president talked about the end of the war in Afghanistan.
This time of war began in Afghanistan, and this is where it will end.
Taking credit for a strategy he said is succeeding.
We broke the Taliban's momentum. We've built strong Afghan security forces. The goal that I set, to defeat al-Qaeda and deny it a chance to rebuild, is now within our reach.
The president had two almost contradictory messages to Americans: that U.S. troops are coming home by the end of 2014.
We've traveled through more than a decade under the dark cloud of war. Yet here, in the pre-dawn darkness of Afghanistan, we can see the light of a new day on the horizon.
To Afghans, that the U.S. would remain their partner long after that.
The agreement sends a clear message to the Afghan people. As you stand up, you will not stand alone.
And within a couple hours of President Obama leaving Afghanistan, the Taliban struck again, killing at least 7 Afghan civilians in a suicide attack, George.
Jake, let's talk about the troop withdrawals a little bit. The president says that the troops are going to come out at a steady pace between now and 2014, but exactly how quickly and how many will remain is still going to be a subject of negotiations with both the military and the Afghans.
Steady pace is one of those terms that sounds concrete, but really is actually rather vague. I think you're going to see a big push and pull between the Pentagon and the White House on how quickly the 68,000 remaining U.S. troops after the September withdrawal, how many of them will stay in country. You're going to have the generals want to keep them there as long as possible, while, of course, the president trying to meet the needs of the public, which is very tired of this war, will probably try to pull them out quicker than that, George.
More unpopular than the war in Iraq right now. Okay, Jake, thanks very much.